Good morning. Women in Tech Sweden is about to happen. We have set sails, the doors are open, and we're about to embark on a journey for this full day of conferencing. I'm Elin Eriksson. This is also Johansen.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see that you tuned in on this channel this morning. We're so happy that you're here. Women in Tech 2026. Here we go again.
Oh, here we go again. This is year 13 for the conference. Year 12 for me, where I've been working with it. Is it 6? Year 6 for you now?
Maybe 6 or 7. I stopped counting.
Yeah. Anyways, this has become a bit more than a conference. It's a lifestyle. It's what you do every day, every minute for full time. It's what I do every day, every minute for periods of time, work half time. Our roles is that I'm the creative director, you are the director, and we are the co-founders of the Women in Tech Sweden Association.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So why do we still need to do this, Åsa?
Well, I think that it's of course, a relevant question. I mean, when we're sitting here, we know we're hearing the bus. People are getting into here to Stockholm waterfront. We understand why. We know that there are so many want to come to this conference. We know that there's a waiting list that's huge. And I'm so happy that we can provide this online experience for everybody who's not able to be here. But again, I mean, we are all about getting more women into tech. We want to make sure that we create a tech industry that is so sustainable that people want to stay. And I think the proof of having more than 4,000 people on the waiting list shows that this community, this moment, this really matters. And I think that the 3 keywords that we keep talking about, that's the foundation of what we do. We're talking about networks, we are talking about role models, and we are talking about inspiration. And when we do that, and when we see what's going to happen throughout the day, and the last 7 or 13 years that we've been doing this is actually what it's about. This day, this is the flagship that we're doing it on.
Yeah, it really is. And it's also interesting to see, I mean, we've been able to speak about how this started as an event, a beautiful event on International Women's Day in 2014 with about 600 people at the Hilton. One of the speakers that was in the very first conference is going to be here today as well.
That's amazing.
Stina Ehrensvärd. But it was an initiative between companies, and it was a project. But it became such a success and so sought after, and so many that wanted to see more of this, that more companies came together. So it really is an initiative from the world of business. And when it grew even bigger, we saw the need that we really need to give this initiative a bigger identity, to turn it into the non-profit association that it is now, which have turned out to work really, really well.
Yeah, but definitely. We've gone from, I mean, here at the waterfront, we have approximately 34 partners. We have some community partners, depending how you count it. But we have more than 34 partners here on site. But throughout the year, we have more than 50 partners. Because what a year we have had since last time we were here.
Oh, yeah.
We have started a podcast. We have started season 2. We have fantastic role models with fantastic stories that been doing. We have had Almedalen, the political week in Sweden, where we can come and talk to politicians. When we launched something we called Women Tech Allies, the fantastic initiative that we would like to urge. Sometimes when you are in a room like this, when there's 3,000 women in the room, it feels like you are literally preaching to the choir. So one of my biggest, closest projects to my heart has been the Women in Tech Allies, because then we want to have male role models on stage, and we want to have male leaders in the audience. And why do you want to do that? Because we don't want to do this alone. It's not up to the women to do this. We need to do it together as a village, as a society, and as a tech business as such. So that we launched that in Almedalen. It was fantastic, and we talked about the report, the State of Women in Tech. The State of Women in Tech has just been finalized as well, so we're starting now compiling it to Almedalen as well. So that's the things that we've been doing, Almedalen, the podcast. One other thing that is one of our favorite things to do when we're not here is to do the partner meetups.
Oh yeah, and we have had so many partner meetups the last year.
Yeah. And that's the only thing for those who not have the space to be here or the possibility to be here. We have been able to travel out in Sweden to our different kind of partners, not only in Stockholm. And I think that has been fantastic in itself. Malmö and Göteborg, of course, but up in the north as well. So I think to do that, to be able to invite our member communities to our partners' home to get to learn them a little bit more about them and how they operate, what's their culture. And I think that is one of the strongest things we can do, because even if we would love to have you all 30,000 here at Waterfront, it's impossible to do it.
We don't really have the budget for that right now.
Right now, we don't have the budget for that. We'll see what happens. But this is, and I really like this community that we are keeping it a little bit tighter. It's such a familiar feeling when you're here.
Yeah, and speaking about communities, I mean, that's like one of our 3 pillars, doing like expanding your network. And what always shines through when we talk to the community or just have one-on-ones with people is that it's so very appreciated to be able to be in a majority for once. Just to know that you're hanging out with your peers. These are people like me, and I am not this time judged by gender. And as sad as it is, that it's still needed, but there's also a very, very big boost coming from knowing that you're not alone. And we typically talk about, if you are like the first woman in the team, you might need someone to sort of just check things out with. Is this okay? How did you handle this situation? And so on. And I would love for men in tech to have these kind of communities as well, to be honest. But right now, this is where we are. And we're really working to get more women and non-binaries into the tech industry, because that's where we lack. That's where we are behind. We're still sort of struggling around those 27-30% in an expanding industry. So even if we are more women in the tech industry than ever, the industry itself is so much bigger. Yeah. So it's sort of a paradox.
But let's just take a minute about that. Why is this conference still needed, and why is it important that we are women into the tech industry? And I think let's start with talking about the theme of this year's conference, Riding the Tides of Tech. Tell me a little bit about what happened in your mind when we started talking about that.
Yeah, I think it was very much driven by the questions that we get from people in the community, sort of struggling with, what should I do now to keep evolving, to keep developing my career and myself? What should I learn? Where should I look? Is it still needed to be a developer? What is a developer in this ever-changing world? So this metaphor of being able to look for the next wave, the next wave for you to catch. What's something new you should learn? And I also had the opportunity to listen to one of our speakers today, Anna Kasakova-Lindegren, when she spoke about how she have been finding new waves all the time. So that sort of went in the back of my mind. So that's why we are talking about riding the tides of tech, to find our way, to find our waves and to ride them.
Yeah, because I think that, as you said, when we're trying to listen to our community and our partners, we are trying to find out how to stay relevant, both as a company, as a person, but also as what skills do you need? What's around the corner? What's the next wave? And what's the foresight when it comes to this? And I think that is the question that is so hard to answer, but we know that there's so many people turning to us for the answer. And I think that if we listen into the speakers today, I think that when we sit here at the end of the day, maybe we will stand. At the end of the day, we will sum that up a little bit. But I think it's such a fantastic work you and staff have done when it comes to the speakers, the lineup of everything, because it's everything from around the corner when it comes to upskill, reskill, what actually matters when it comes to my career and my next forward steps. So I'm really, really looking forward to this as well.
Yeah, and it's really hard to plan for a future that you can't predict, but you have to have some sort of ideas.
Yeah.
What if?
Exactly.
so that you can
And
sort
the
of follow along.
inspiration as well, because sometimes it's so hard to. When my 21-year-old daughter turns to me and said, "You are women in tech. What am I supposed to do? What education am I supposed to look at?" And I don't know. Nobody knows. So I think that the only thing is that where's our passion, where's our inspiration, and how do we go from there? And I think that we'll find both at the partners booth here as well, but also in the different speakers we will have.
Definitely. And now this section is called Below the Deck with the WIT team. So let's invite a few more people in from the Women in Tech team. Can we please ask Amalia Berglöf and Linda Tierney to join us in the sofas?
Welcome here, girls.
And since we are in the main stage, but we don't have an audience, so this is the applause.
There's the applause. Here they come.
Oh, we did have a
good morning. Jump here. Come.
All of us here.
Yes.
Come.
Coasting up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. It's been hectic but fun.
Yeah.
It feels like a little bit of like now the calm of the storm, like standing here.
Yeah.
And really like, okay, you know that everything is going out, like going on outside, but you cannot do anything because we're here listening to you, like starting off the morning.
Yeah,
that was really nice.
And as I said, you start hearing the buzz out there when all the people coming in.
Yeah.
And this is what we've been working for the whole year. As I said, flagship, but still a lot of other things going on. So please, fantastic audience, meet Linda Tierney, Chief Operating Officer of Women in Tech, that we have the joy to have joining us for full time since last time we were here in the sofa. And Amalia Berglöf, I did it again. Yeah. Amalia Berglöf. And she's having two hats on, I would say. One is taking care of our community, having the ear to that, listening into what they have to say, but also helping me out when it comes to onboarding partners and listening in and welcoming different kind of partners. So it's been a true relief and so much joy to be not two, but four in the team constantly. And I think that we are challenging each other and in the way that we go forward. But there's a special reason why we invited you both up here. Shall we start with Amalia?
Let's start with Amalia.
Because I wanted to know, when we talk to the community and the community members, last time you were here, we asked them, what do they want? You said, more of everything. And still more?
Yes.
Or?
Still more, but I do believe that the more, I was actually like also a little bit of personal reflection coming here. When I was doing the slides for our Women in Tech booth, I was just adding. And I think that also tells like now we're doing more, which means that we're also getting more intricate feedback on what we're doing. Such as now we did the career day, then we get more feedback on, okay, but how can we help people accelerate their careers? But also we did the entrepreneurship week, which means now that we get a lot of more feedback on how can we help people and especially women that want to start companies and want to become employers rather than employed, which means that we now get more interesting and also nitty-gritty feedback on what we do. But still more meetups, more like knowledge sessions, more everything. Yeah.
And we have more members than ever.
I know. I was actually looking yesterday because we were talking about, okay, but how big are we now? We have been like throwing around the number 33,000, but we're actually 34,827, which means that we might even get 35,000 either today or this week.
That's
because
fantastic.
we know what happens after everyone has been here and like our community is posting about this and everything that they learn, that also attracts more members to the Women in Tech community. So yeah.
Because last year we were standing on stage, we hit 30,000.
I know.
Meaning that we might hit 35,000.
We will.
And to be honest, it's not the number as such that's important. Of course, we are a big community and we cherish that in a good way. But when the numbers are growing this fast, it means that it means something to people and that it's needed and it's still relevant.
And it also means that we can be the voice of almost a third of the women in Swedish tech. Yeah. And that's quite big.
And let that sink in a bit, because you told me that the other day that that's a calculation in itself. A third of people working in tech, of women working in tech.
Exactly. So you can always sort of jiggle the numbers, but this is an
Give or
estimate.
take.
But it's a big voice that we are trying to channel in many different ways. And this is the team. I mean, it's the four of us.
Yeah, this is us.
Fantastic Four.
The Fantastic Four. Oh, that's a new one.
I mean, this is a team that's working all day around, all year around. And of course, we have the most amazing volunteers also helping us out. And while I'll still have this in my mind, I'm going to give a shout out to Madeleine Hedin, who is at the desk right now, in the chat right now. So for those of you watching, Madeleine is going to do the hard work of chatting all day and keeping things in check.
Fantastic. And speaking of Madeleine, we have had the pleasure of having her joining the team with a very special task, actually, because we had a vision this year that because one of the main things that you're responsible, Linda, is the communication and the way that we communicate with our partners, but also around the event and through our community throughout the year. And we said we really need to do something for our event communication. So we talked to Trippus that we work with together here, and they say, why don't we build an event app together? And we were like, let's. But then we reached out to Madeleine. Why?
Because she's an excellent UX UI designer, and she's been one of the wonderful people that's reached out to us saying that I would love to help in whatever way I can, and just happened that we just needed someone to sort of spearhead this project with us and be the connection between us and Trippus, and knowing like how does it work from start to finish, because we had nothing really. We've done different apps throughout the years and we like certain things, so this year we could sort of cherry pick what we wanted in our own app that fits this conference and us, and Madeleine has really been like the key to that. Like she's done all the work and she's done it with sort of,
well, I know you've been putting in some hours.
Yeah. Well, we have in the Trippus team as well. But I mean, she's created the app like it looks now, and we're making it very accessible and make it very user friendly and fun and on brand. So, and she's so passionate about making it accessible for everyone. So she's done focus groups and checked in with all the systems to make sure the
I really love that. There were so many focus groups that she asked about.
Yeah.
But let me talk. I mean, the reason why we have an app. Why do you think we took that decision?
Because we wanted to be able to create something that fits this conference and to make it the sort of same code of conduct that we have, that we want it to be available for everyone. And now we can build on that. And if we want to do new features next year and that sort of thing, because the systems that we used before in the apps, they've been great at specific things, but maybe there's been like, oh, we would like this, or so now we had the freedom to actually pick what we want.
I'm super proud of it, and I'm really, really happy. It really feels women in tech.
Yeah.
Please go in and look at the app, both how it looks and all the information around it. Yeah. Both you who are here on site, but also online. I think it's a fantastic one.
And can I also add, it actually happened to be that it happened on Entrepreneurship Week that we started talking about it.
Yes.
So like the power of showing up, the power of asking, how can I help?
Good point.
But also, I want to do this. Can you help me? So important.
So important to be clear what your ask is and to be able to say that to make it happen. But before we round up, I just wanted to hear from you what's not maybe what you ask, but what are you looking forward for today, Amalia?
I have a booth, so I'm really looking forward to hear like, okay, but what kind of waves do our members want to catch? That's kind of our main question. But I also really look forward to kind of tap into what's happening around in the country today. And like when we're talking about community, there's so many interesting people now arranging their own kind of women in tech meetups around the country. So that kind of warms my heart, because that's been a dream of mine that we're going to do, and now we're doing it. So seeing that in action is going to be
do that shout out
definitely
to all the people that are joining together and having watch parties. So where the known spaces that we have, it's Eriksson, it's Scania,
we
have Dalarna Science Park, and
Telenor. We have our alumni speaker, Steph, that throwing her own watch-along party in the UK. It's fantastic. So there's so many different
Was
versions.
it Lulu as well?
Lulu was not this year, but I think so. It's so like you said that it starts with a little seed and then it just pops up to something. So it's really, really fantastic.
Yeah.
Linda, what are you looking forward for today?
Well, I'm mostly behind the scenes, right? So I'm just looking forward to working with all the incredible people that we have helping us out and seeing them sort of problem solve and just be, excellent at what they do. So, and I'll also be hanging out with Madeleine on the chat.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
I'll be meeting all of you.
So make sure that you ask some questions to Linda if you want to.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And when you don't have anything to do, that's when your work is done, right? When everyone else is solving problems, so you can just take a coffee.
Yeah, let me know when that happens.
I was just going to say, when you have nothing to do. So I'm out of here.
And not today.
Not today. Well, thank you. Enjoy. Comfortable shoes. Drink a lot of water.
Yes.
And have fun.
Yeah.
See you later.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we're switching.
Switching.
We're still below the deck with the team that is creating the conference, the community, the day. So please come up on stage. Our two hosts, it's Stephanie Darvill and it's Soledad Piñero Misa.
Yay!
Hello.
Big
Good
applause.
morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning. How are
What
you?
fantastic colors. Join me here. Soledad.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're just, testing out the stage for you girls.
Yeah. Just
Warming it up.
You're just warming it up for us.
Making sure the bounce is right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which we're very grateful for. But you're also on stage as well.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah.
but you will be guiding us throughout the day. So
Holding.
Stephanie Darvill, you are back for like the 5th time at the conference, but your 3rd consecutive year as host for the main stage.
Yeah, and 4th time speaking on stage because I first spoke on stage through a lightning talk when there was a member call out for lightning talks. So 4 years
Like
ago.
we do.
Exactly, like we have many on today as well. And 3rd time moderating, so I feel very lucky to be back.
Yes. And Soledad, welcome as a first-time host. And you are going to have this interview stage as your home for the full day.
Yeah, and I will be sitting where you're sitting.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
going to be warm and cozy.
Yes. And I'm really looking forward to this. I'm so happy to collab. I mean, I've been a fan of Women in Tech for a long time. And last year I had the first opportunity to attend. And I was like, wow. So it's like a dream come true too. And also to be co-facilitating or like be Stephanie's sidekick, it's an honor. Yeah.
Fantastic. Give us just 2 sentences about who you are when you're not on the Women in Tech stage.
When I'm not on the stage, I'm still facilitating. I facilitate intentional leadership labs that focus. Today we're going to talk about a lot how tech is changing things and AI changes a lot. But we as humans are still kind of the same. Our brain is still operating on the same system as it's done for the last 200 years. And we still need to find ways. We're still struggling as humans to find ways to be connected and to lead inclusively. And we're still struggling with gender equality. So Intentional Leadership Lab, it's all about like how do we lead with more intention. And we have... we work together with doctors in psychology and leadership experts that facilitate knowledge to like how do we lead with tech, but also connected to ourselves and each other.
Fantastic.
And you have something coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, we have an Intentional Leadership Lab Catalyst session with Helen Barnikov and Dr. Aisha Newton from the University of Florida. This is a doctor in psychology, the 5th of May. We would like to invite all the participants in Women in Tech, and we're going to go out with a special
Fantastic.
offer and invitation for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how many people can you fit?
Yeah.
It's an online Catalyst session, so as many as possible. But we like to do it interactive, but we can manage that as well.
Yeah.
This is a very engaged community, so beware of your wishes.
I wish for as
I
many
was
as
just thinking,
possible.
we're going to invite all 3,000. I was like, brace yourself.
The all 35,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost. I heard that just now.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We need to rewrite our scripts.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
So, Steph,
do that.
you and I, we have been working alongside for 3 years. This year was a bit more challenging because you have another sidekick yourself.
I do have another sidekick, and she's quite demanding at times.
Yeah.
So I have a 3-month-old baby who is on the premises somewhere. So this year, juggling, putting the agenda together and meeting with speakers meant that I had my sidekick in many meetings.
Oh, yeah.
And then when people said, how are you going to manage it? I was like, well, if there's any community that are going to be understanding that I will sometimes have a newborn baby in the screen with me, it's the women in tech community. So that made it very possible for me to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that is the perfect icebreaker for any meeting.
Yeah,
Babies
it
are
is. It is, and it's been so delightful to have her with us. Yeah,
It always brings a lot of joy
It does.
to people, and I think it does. When sometimes speakers can feel a bit nervous in the prep beforehand, and I think it really just takes us all back to a very human level when you just see a little baby jump on.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the perfect space where we want to be. We want to be talking about tech, but we also need to focus on how do we stay human in this. I mean, the waves are crashing in all over. So we need to figure out, and that's a very quick way to reach your most basic humanity. You need a baby or a puppy for that
And
matter.
it helps you center. Like I think babies does that, and that you need that to be able to ride the waves. You need to kind of be center and also to get back on the board if you fall.
Yeah.
You need to be.
I've said that this year actually. A lot of things that previously would have stressed me, especially in the lead up to the event, all the tiny details. And I'm a person that's very detail focused, as I think you may know by now. But I had to let go of so much because it's, I have a deadline and it's very demanding and very loud if I miss that deadline. So when I was having to do tiny details and she wakes up from a nap, it's like, okay,
We're done.
We're done. That's it. We've got to finish whatever we've done, and it's good enough. And I think it has, made me be more productive because I can't procrastinate as much anymore.
Have you reached the level of better done than perfect?
I don't think I've reached it yet, but I think I'm on the route
who's
for it.
asking.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I need to know, but I don't need more babies. I need to find another path.
I don't know. We've been working together for the last couple of months. Would you say I'm there?
Closer.
Yeah, it was closer.
I'm a step closer than I was before.
But I think that whole thing of work-life balance and what we are talking so much tech on this stage, and we love that. We know that the community loves that. We want to talk about tech. That's what we're going to do. But we also need to stay human. In the AI era, everything's going to be about AI, of course, these days, today. But it's also about how to be human. And I think to be this, like you said, it center us so much. And I think that we women are so good at that. But sometimes we forget to be. I mean, we need to encourage each other to have each other's back and to say that this is something that this is part of life. Work is part of life, of course, but life and everything that happens off work hours is also part of life, and we need to make that happen.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I love about the women in tech community. It's so supportive. It's like, and that's what we need to kind of reconnect with as well. That we are a kind of a tribe, we're a community, and we're here for each other, and we're here also to expand kind of the spaces where women participate. So
Really.
Yeah. I'm thinking about what Timo Fofana, her opening last year, about how can you expect me to be put in place when I'm not supposed to be boxed in, sort of.
Exactly. And we can be many boxes. And I do think as well, I think when it comes to when people speak about the work-life balance or work-life divide, or I like to have very clear divisions between it, I think that often is a privilege that women aren't given. So there's a lot of times that women I'd love to have that divide, but I don't have the opportunity. I have to merge them. If I want to be on stage this year, I knew it was ambitious, but I knew I would have to merge my work and life because, a baby doesn't say, I can't say to the baby, hey, no, actually, I've got an hour left of my work time. So I think it's also important that we celebrate it and make accommodations if people want to do that.
Exactly. And fun thing is that you told us before you told a lot of other people that you were pregnant. And the first thing you said was, I'm going to be able to be moderating. No worries.
It's like
So just to say that we didn't push her to do this.
No, it
Done with
genuinely
consent.
It was genuinely one of the first conversations I had with my partner when we found out. It was like, and I found out the day after Women in Tech last year, which is crazy because that meant she was here last year as well. Yeah. But one of the first conversations we had, I was like, but what about Women in Tech? And he was like, we'll figure it out. I was like, the baby will be 3 months, definitely doable. It was one of the first things I said to you.
Yeah. So that's your kind of work-life balance. And we love to have you here once more. And we love to have you on the stage for the very first time.
Thank you.
And now, when we have done this sort of warm-up, we are getting closer to us leaving this stage. We're soon letting the people in.
There are some people.
I see
Yeah,
a few
some people are
coming
coming
in.
already.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody.
These are the people. These are best in class, finding the best seats.
Front row. Best in class.
Exactly. Some very eager participants that want to get the best seats.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
And we're so happy for that.
Good. So I'm going to tell you, like I said, Eva, you don't have to have the comfortable shoes because you're going to sit down. You
Yes.
still have.
I'm about to change into my non-comfortable shoes.
We're having the stage shoes on. But
Wow.
most of all, enjoy.
Thank you.
And warmly, from the bottom of our heart, thank you for investing the time of making this such a fantastic day together.
Thank you.
Thank
it's
you.
going to be fun.
Thanks
Yeah,
to you
thank
for
you.
making
and
it
thank
happen.
you everyone for tuning in this early hour, and hope that you can just keep following us for the rest of the day. For the people online, thank you for being here, and for the people on site, welcome as well.
See you.
See you
See
soon.
you.
Bye.